Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first video in a brand new series. I will be reviewing online chess platforms to see are they any good, should you be using them, shouldn't you be. If you are new to chess, welcome. We're going to be starting with a banger today, chess.com. Now if you've played on chess.com before, you may find this video helpful because there may be features you don't know about. If you're a frequent chess.com user, there still might be stuff you don't know about, or I might persuade you to stop using it, you never know. But as of course, like, subscribe, YouTube stuff. We're getting into chess.com. We're going to end by playing a game, so we're going to leave play for now. But we're going to start off with puzzles. Now, puzzles on chess.com, and this will become a theme. The puzzles are pretty good, right? So you just click the puzzles tab, and they've got all sorts of really good stuff. So, depending what you want to do, you can see my daily limit has already been reached. Now, this is a common theme on chess.com. They are paid. Like, there are membership tiers and stuff that you have to pay to unlock certain stuff. It is not like a couple of platforms we will be reviewing in the series, which are almost completely free. A lot of online chess platforms, there are some paywalls. So, on a daily basis, you are allowed to do 3 puzzles. You are allowed to do from there. You can do a puzzle rush. You can do a puzzle battle. So, puzzle rush, you're given a set of time, and you try to solve as many puzzles as you can in that set of time. The daily puzzle, that's free for anyone to try, and you've got unlimited attempts, but it's one puzzle. I think I'm currently on a streak of like 70 in a row or something like that at time of recording. And then you've got puzzle battle, where you and an opponent, whoever logs on at the time, it's online after all, you compete to see who can solve the most amount of puzzles. And then when you hit your 3 strikes, 3 incorrects, you stop. So whoever scores the most wins the puzzle battle, and it's got a rating system and all types of that stuff. So the puzzles are really good. Like, it's chess puzzles at the end of the day, but you're only allowed a certain amount to do, which is not the same for another platform we'll discuss later in the series. The next thing is learn, and this is where chess.com really booms. Like, just if I go to learn, look at all the stuff in this tab. So they've got lessons, they've got courses. What's really helped them is that they bought Play Magnus, and they have really integrated a lot from Chessable, which is another platform we will be looking at in the series. And they've got their link to Aim Chess, which we'll be reviewing in the series. So they've got lessons, right? If we click on the lessons tab, right, they've got all kinds of stuff here. My next lesson is choosing the best move. All right, but you can learn an opening. If we go to the lesson library, for example, look at this stuff, right? So my next lesson, good and bad pieces. But they've got openings, strategy, tactics, endgames, master games. And then look at this. They've got stuff by Jeremy Kane, Play Like Gukesh, Jan Gustafsson, Simon Williams. They've got lots of stuff for you to learn. But you're only allowed 1 lesson per week if you are on free. If you're not on free, you get, I believe it's unlimited lessons. So if we take a guide, so you see, I'm on the advanced, right? So I did key openings. Now I've got to do choosing the best move. Then it's activating pieces, advanced endgames, attacking the king, advanced tactics, endgame patterns. So that's what I've got left to do. But if we, I don't want to hide section, yeah. Then I've got intermediate, beginner, and new to chess, which I've all completed if we show the sections. New to chess, here's the guide. Beginner, here's the guide. Playing the game, opening principles, winning the game, capturing pieces, finding checkmate, intro to book openings, all there. Alright, you go into the intermediate. I was busy with the advanced. The intermediate, make the most of your pieces, understanding endgames, winning with tactics, forcing moves, reading the board. Like, it's all good stuff, so they can take you from beginner to advanced. Maybe you're learning a new opening. So we just click on the openings tab, and then you've got the 4 knights, Buffet Gambit, C3 for the kill, C3 Sicilian with FM James Canty, Magnus Carlsen's Stonewall, made by Magnus Carlsen, the Evans Gambit by an chess.com coach, the Catalan. All the stuff you need here. Maybe you want to learn endgames. You're really struggling in your endgames. All the good stuff is here. All the good stuff. Grind like Magnus Carlsen, all the stuff is there. So they've got really expansive lessons. But, as I said earlier, only 1 per week if you're on the free. Watch, of course, they've got events. We just finished Norway Chess, which will be the top one, but they cover lots of events. Freestyle Friday. So we look at you can go into current events. that are currently running. We have Norway Chess, Chess Kid, Title Tuesday, Freestyle Fridays, the Polish Team Championship, Chess.com Community Championships. They cover lots of stuff, and they generally have Chess TV. So if that's people that are streaming or they want to cover an event, these are all the live boards for the European School Championships. All good stuff. And then they've got streamers playing now if you want to look at top. News articles. I don't know how many people really follow news articles, but you've got your Chess Today, news articles, top players, chess rankings, so you can see who are the number one players in the world. Social, of course, it's an online platform. You want to be social. Friends, clubs, forums, members, blogs, coaches can put you in contact with anything. I've written some blogs even. You can find them on my profile. And then more. And here's some really cool stuff. So openings, obviously. But you can go to library, right? This is my library, right? So I've got the Daily Chess Championship from 2025. I've got the Daily Chess Championship from 2024. But I've also got my OTB games, my over-the-board games. They're all here. Like over-the-board games that I've played like since 2023. These are my school games that were unrated. Then all my games that I've played in my over-the-board events that I've covered in my Road to Glory series. They're all here in my library. So I can go back and look at my over-the-board games. It's got the results, the moves, the dates I was playing. It doesn't have all the ratings. And like you can search libraries, right? So if we go out one step, because we don't want to be in my game, you can find community collections. So you can hear Bobby Fischer, my 60 memorable games, the most instructive chess games, game of the day, Chess.com immortal games. By Chess.com, look at that, the owner. Chess.com's made them. World Chess Championship, 1986 to 2018. So that covers all the way to Fabiano Caruana versus Magnus Carlsen, 1886. So that's like Kasparov, Karpov. No, that's the first one. I've made a video about it. That's William Steinitz. Karpov's Karakan, the best chess studies, the best chess endgames, logical chess move by move. Look at this, all great stuff here in the chess collections, and this is really, really helpful. And most of this is free in the library stuff. I think all of it's free. I don't know if there's any. I think in your collections, the amount of stuff you save might be capped. I'm not entirely sure, or the amount of collections you can have that you create. But all good stuff. Obviously, nothing's been shared with me. And then we go more. They've got the Opening Explorer. The Opening Explorer is okay. So it uses chess.com's database. You can see here, Chess Explorer, see moves chess masters have made, and the outcomes. So it's good. You can see e4. Let's say c5. We're going to play Sicilian. Knight to f3 is the top move. The top move here is d6, d4, and you can see a 39% win for white, 27% win for black, 34% win. 34% win for black, 27% draw. And these are master games, right? We could search a master player if we're looking for it. But the thing is, right? If we just keep clicking, look at that. Want to try unlimited openings? Try premium for free. Okay, I've got a potential 7-day free trial. But like this isn't an ad for them. I'm reviewing the platform. So we got through 6 moves? How far did we get? We got to move 4. That's all we were allowed before the paywall hit. So with that said, let's go to play. And you can see play, they've got so much. And this is what they offer that other platforms don't really. They've got play, so you can play online straight up. You can play bots. Let's look at the bots first. Every month they have new bots. So for June, we've got karate-themed bots. So we've got White Belt Dave, the Blunder Brothers, Britlin, the Shaolin Monk, and of course Sensei, who's got an unknown rating. They've got adaptive bots, but look at that. Locked. See? Unlock all computer bots. You don't have to upgrade to Diamond to get them. They come opened with the most basic plan, but you still have to pay for them. We'll discuss the payments in a moment. So they've got adaptive bots. They've got beginner bots, but that leaves you with 3 out of 15, 4 out of 15. And this goes from Martin, who's 250, to Kareem, who's 850. Intermediate bots, from 1,000 to 1,400. Advanced bots, 1,500 to 2,100. Master bots, 2,200 versus 2,450. Then they've got athletes. So people made up. These are all unlocked, because I've got the free plan. Aerial Powers, Justin Reed, Joey Votto, Larry Fitzgerald, Jalen Brown. These are all guys who've played chess before. Or, I've got some musicians. They've got Thomas Mars, Logic, Wallows. Creators. Your favorite creators will be on here: XQC, Mark Ruber, Mr. Beast, Box, Ludwig, Gotham Chess, but he's locked. Some of the actual chess players are locked, although Eric Hansen's open, stuff like that. Sonic, Chess Enigma, Anarchy Chess have got their own bot, Anarchy bot. Top players: Hikaru Nakamura, Anna Musachuk, who just won Norway Chess, Vishy Anand, Ding Liren, who's world champion, Fabiano Caruana, locked though. Jan Nepomniachtchi can play. Magnus Carlsen's unlocked. Capablanca, Tal, Wesley So, Benjamin Bach, Ho Fan. Good stuff. And then personalities. I don't know why this is another tab. Even beyond that, Danny Wrench, Maurice Ashley, Pierre Kramling, Ben Feingold, the Magical Turk. They've got so much stuff in the way of bots. And then, of course, you can just straight up play Stockfish and set the level that you want to play it against. So they've got so much stuff in terms of bots. You can also play coaches, which are like the adaptive bots, or you can play like a coach. So you've got Coach David here, who's 2000. Play and learn with Coach. So new to chess, you set your level here. We're about an expert or whatever, maybe advanced. Well, we'll set it to expert because we're closer to that. Sorry, and then you can see clear alerts. I'm part of some stuff. Play. So tournaments. You can play online tournaments. Sorry, I know this is a bit slow and you can see the tabs there, but tournaments. You just join, you play, awesome stuff. They've got a leaderboard, don't worry about that, your game history, and then they've got 4 player and variants. May as well just be called the variants tab. I do have a playlist here on the channel where I'm playing through all the variants. It's going slowly, but I'm playing through all the variants, and there's some really, really cool variants. But of course, you might want to just see, how does the game play? How does it sound? How does it look? Well, what's nice about chess.com, and they strive for it a lot, is customization. Your chess experience. That's what I think. Maybe they don't know and they're just like, we want to appease people. So if this will load. So this is the standard. It's these pieces with the green board. But you can go in the settings very simply and you can change it. You can change the pieces, the board, the theme showcase animations, the game result board animations, enable special moves, special themes rather. Show board coordinates, piece notation. They've got all these cool, all these really cool settings, really, and that's all to do with the board. Then the play. Do you want auto queen on? You want to use focus mode. Some people might get distracted when they see their opponent's rating. They're playing someone really high rated, then they might panic a little bit. Particularly if you're playing in tournaments, because tournaments you can get paired against anybody. When you're going to play a game like I'm going to play now, it changes a little bit. And then they've got the live settings. So enable pre-moves, auto-promote to queen, low time warning, offline challenges, high ratings during game, daily challenges, stuff, because they've got daily games, analysis afterwards, alerts, stuff like that. So now let's have a game. We're not going to play, how long are we into the video? 13 minutes. Yeah, we can play a rapid game, and then I can talk you through some stuff. I might lose, but hey, is what it is. But yeah, no, chess.com's really good. So you see on the side here, you've got play, new game, games, players. Let's play a move so we don't flag. And now I can pre-move. That red shows you the pre-move. Okay, I actually undid my pre-move. And the times, and the name, and then the country. You can see how much rating you're going to win, how much rating you're going to lose if you win, and if you lose. There's the draw offer, there's the resign. And it's really good stuff. You can see the tabs always functioning. I've never seen that move before in my life. I think just E6. Never seen F4. I've never seen F4. That's crazy. And then obviously we'll talk about the payment stuff very shortly. I think they're going to go here to try and win my bishop. I maybe should have played H6. Okay, well now we can just trade. And say that was stupid. And that was stupid. Well, that wasn't stupid. D4 was a good move. Was it D4? Yeah, it was E4, D4. And then I took... F4 is such a bizarre move. Okay, I'm just going to go here. Okay, I'm going to go here. Just put pressure on your knight. And that pawn. I might castle long, but I'm not sure about that. And of course, you can see the time spent on the time, how much time you're spending per move. So 3.7 seconds. We're a bit down on time, or we were. They're now down below us. And you can go back. You can flip the board if you want to maybe look from white's perspective. So like here, what do we think white's gonna do? Well, what would I do? I could play c4 to try and gain space. I could play, bishop e3. I can play c3. I can play, rook e1 maybe. But I like the rook on the f file in case they castle. I could play a4 as something, getting ready to go that side. This knight's well placed, so c4 gets played. Let's flip it back to our perspective. c4 gets played. Now they're looking to hit my bishop, which is a bit of an overcommitment, I think. Now I want to play short castles. The reason I'm doing it is because I want to play rook d1. And this I'm not worried about because I'll just drop back. And then I think that leaves then a hole for my knight to sit on d5, which I think is pretty good. So this looks natural because you hit the bishop. Okay, so now we take. I think I take with the queen, right? Because now you can't do this because I just take. Ooh, that's an interesting move. But I think I just play. What do I do? So I can take the knight, right? I can take the knight, which I think is a good move. I am giving up a bishop for a knight, but I'm threatening to take that pawn, and just undermine everything. Yeah, so you see they have to do that. And now I can play e5 because it's pinned. And if takes, right, then I just go here. And you're not going to win anything because, well, I can take with the queen. Do I take? Do I push? Well, I'll do neither for now and just play which rook? Which rook? That rook might want to go to the e file, so I think I'll play rook a d8. Okay. But now I can push. Also don't have to. I can also play... Ooh, I can also play c5. I can also play c5. There's a chance that they take, right? Because we take the queen, takes, and they take the knight. Oh, they push. I forgot about that. Because this pawn was not allowing them to push earlier. Okay, well, let's play rook e8. That pawn's hanging. Okay, well, we kick out the bishop. Oh, hang the pawn. That was very annoying. Okay, so they're keeping their bishop that way. I don't know if that's actually a good idea, but we'll see. So we can push now. Queen might go there. It doesn't. So, I can keep pushing the pawn, right? Okay, and you can't go here. Yeah, you can't go there because fork. You have to move your queen, and then I'm going to take. And then I've got b5. You just let my pawn, walk through fire up the board. Look at my moves. I played e4, e3, e2 all in a row. Okay, so we take the rook, obviously. Okay. I don't know if I want to do that, because then they might have a chance in future to do something I don't like. Okay, so I'm happy to go here. Reason, I'm undermining the defense of this pawn. It could get pushed forward, actually, but then I just take this. Okay. But is that actually a good move? Because I can come here now. And then I hit this and that. I hit both things. And also, a feature I haven't shown, if you haven't got bored, you can change the arrows. You can change the arrow colors, which I forgot to show you. I should have done it earlier. You can change the arrow colors to all sorts of different things. If you haven't bought and you're actually interested in watching this game and you want to see the gameplay, we're going to check out the pricing in just a moment. I probably shouldn't have played a rapid game. Probably wasn't best for retention. But, I think a rapid game actually shows, A, my ability, which I don't need to flex, but I am playing a warm-up game for the South African Chess Championships. B, I think it just gives you a better indication of Okay. Hit the queen. Because I just want to grab this. I am worried slightly about my back rank. Which is the one thing. Ooh, and there's like tricky moves here. Yeah. That's a free bishop. Resigns? Question mark? The resign button is there. It's got a flag next to it. And we're going to be gaining the 8 rating point. And also you can send messages and stuff. I don't know if I've pointed that out earlier. What does this tab do? Oh, add friend, report game chat. Why would you trade queens? Okay, well, firstly, I'm not going to trade queens. I'm going to give check. And I'm going to win this pawn. And now he resigns. Okay, and now you've got, obviously, new 10-minute match, rematch, add, and then they're going to give you game review. That's why I wanted to play a game. And we're going to use our game review here because it is very important. It is one of their biggest selling points. You know, I probably should have said hang around for a bit. I'll include time codes in the description so we can get you. Just give it a second to analyze the game, which was actually really, really well played on my part. Like, not to toot my own horn, but that was actually a really good game. Okay, we're now 22 minutes. We got to speed this up a little bit. Okay, so you can see it's like -6. So, completely winning. You won by resignation. Little cup there next to us. Okay, why can't I have... Can I get game review? Game review. Okay, so game review is opening in another tab. Hopefully that doesn't break the formatting. It shouldn't. Yes, okay. So this is one of Chess.com's biggest things. They've got a thing called game review. It gives you your accuracy. It tells you brilliant moves, great moves, etc., etc. The best move that you played, excellent, which is just as good as best, but not quite the same. So you see I played at 76.5 accuracy. I had no brilliant moves, 1 great move, 11 best, 5 excellent, 6 good, 5 in the book, 3 inaccuracies, 1 mistake, and 1 miss. And it says I played at the level of about a 1750. My opponent was about 1600. And then you just start the review, right? And it says this is a book move, so you press next. This is all book moves that we played, all the way up until here. See, I told you F4 was not a good move. And then it says Caro-Kann defense played 1,792 times as black with a 53% win rate. Get better at this opening. Chessable course, lifetime repertoires, La Armies, Caro-Kann. So far, so good. They say 95 was a mistake, so we say next best move. We go here. Okay, and if F5 was their mistake, what? So taking the knight was the best move, and E5 was the best move. Bishop C3 was just good. Rook A8 was the best move, Rook A1, and C5 was my mistake. Because I allowed them, and you can see they give you nice instruction here. You overlooked an opportunity to defend a pawn that was under attack. You permitted the opponent to create a passed pawn. So show idea, defensive idea. We should have played, we should have played something like this. This is apparently the best way to play. So we should have played Queen D6. Queen D6 would have been the best move. Yeah, Queen D6 is the best move, and look, it's -0.5. Okay, so now we resume, and we go to next. Okay, C5 was bad, and then otherwise we just played fine. And now Rook F2 is a mistake because knight E4, and that's my great move. It's like the only winning move. Queen F3, knight takes D2 is the best move. Again, they give you best move because it's like the only winning move. And then here, Rook C8, best move. Queen takes A3 is a miss. Because best move was giving check first. Because it's mate! I missed mate! I missed mate in 1, that's why it was a miss. Oh my gosh, I missed mate in 1. Okay, and then we took there and we were completely winning. Okay, and then you can go back to the highlights. So we'll close this tab, otherwise my computer might crash. And we'll let chess.com refresh. Now we need to talk about the payment stuff. So we're going to click here by free trial, right? So this is what they have. This is what they offer. Let's get it all in thing. Unlimited. So with every plan, you get unlimited puzzles, lessons, bots, play coach. You get no ads. you don't always get unlimited game review. Game review only get if you get platinum and diamond, or you get, the friends and family, 2 to 6 members, which they've recently added because they want the whole family to play chess. I think the whole family should play chess. Move explanations. Now, if we go to I, that's that stuff, right? You only get that on diamond, and you only get insights, which is also something that I haven't shown you, but it is really cool. I think I should be able to find the demo. Insights, gain a deeper understanding. That you only get on diamond and the friends and family. Who knew? This is on the monthly setting, the yearly set. So yearly you save more. So for me, I know it's in rands. I think I don't know how to change it from rands. So for me, obviously, gold I can try for nothing, but after that it's 50 rand a month after 7 days, or whatever. Then the platinum, it's okay. Let's click the yearly plan. I think monthly. Okay, so on the yearly plan, you save 42%. That's fine. See, all premium plans include endgames, daily puzzle explanations, video library, opening explorer, the custom flares, drills, and timeout protection for daily games. So 50 rand a month for the gold, about 80 rand a month for the platinum, 116 rand a month for diamond, and 200 rand a month for friends and family, but that's 2 to 6 members. So it actually probably works out cheap because if you divide 200 by 6, it works out at like $30. So it's by far the cheapest plan. Okay, now let's get out of here. Can I show you insights? I want to show you insights. Where is insights? I don't see it. I don't think it's under social. Watch. Learn. Insights. There it is. This is another great thing that they have. Kind of. If you're interested in statistics like I am, then you'll be interested. So they've got a demo account here of Hikaru, but I'm of course going to go to Gotham Chess. His demo account. It's not his real account, just by the way. So we're going to click Gotham Chess. Come on, Gotham Chess. Okay, guess not. We're going to use GM Hikaru Nakamura. So you can do the statistics by type and all that. So we're going to look at Blitz games, right? Look at Hikaru. 41,000 games played, 77 win, his draw, his loss. But you can see his move accuracy. When you win, when you draw, when you lose. Accuracy by move. Look at that. By piece color. Similar players. Past performance, which you can't always get. Results by rating. He needs to stop losing the 700s and 800s in his speedruns, and even a 1600. But then you see there, as the rating goes up, it should look like this, right? Game results. He wins by resignation, timeouts, checkmate, abandonment, etc. Games you drew. You can see there, repetition, agreement, stalemate, 50 move rule, insufficient material, timeout versus insufficient material. Games how you lost, game shapes. Results by game shape, accuracy by game shape, game phases, games that ended in the opening, the middle game, the end game. By piece color, you can break down even more. Similar players, what you're looking at. Accuracy by game phase. Results for games that ended in da-da-da-da-da. Performance in your top 10 most played openings. So Hikaru mostly plays the Reading. You see 81% win rate. Nemcevich, Larson, Sicilian, Queen's Pawn, da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, and then we look at his black openings. Modern Defense, Queen's Pawn, Caracan, Roy Lopez, etc., etc. Mastery. The average number of book moves you made in a game. So it's about 5 with white, and with black, I can click black, it's about 5.2. And you can see all these tables change because it's like based on year. Opening name, total games, a percent of games where you leave book first, average move number when you leave book first. So you can see Caracan, these are highlighted in green, this is highlighted in red because it's not good, etc., etc. That's mastery. Tactics, and that obviously has multiple pages. Tactics. So forks, that pawn forks, knight forks, bishop forks, queen forks, king forks. Pins, mates, mate in 1. Hikaru's missing 33% of his mates in 1. Pieces you left hanging. Leaves hanging pawns open a lot. Queen hangs 147. Free pieces. Are you always collecting your free pieces? Similar players, past performance. Moves. Hikaru, 5,920 brilliant moves, but 31,900 blunders. Brilliant moves on for everybody. By piece color, etc., etc. Move time, move quality over time. So this is, from 2014 to 2024, how he's scoring in all these categories. His pieces, moves per piece, he uses mostly pawns and rooks and whatnot. Average accuracy per piece. Castling, how many times did he castle in the endgame? Only 0.1% of the time he's castling because he's 21 times castled. No castling is 6,000 games. Castling's not for everybody, it seems. Time of day. Hikaru should be playing, in the morning. And he should be, that's where his best results are. Games by day of the week. Da-da-da-da-da. So his best day of the week is what? Tuesday. So he should play in the mornings on Tuesdays. Da-da-da-da-da. So it gives you this. Geography. Where have you played? Insights. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Not always good. And then, of course, when play pops up, it also tells you when it's your turn for daily games. So we can go to my daily game that I'm busy with here. Let's look at the position, because I don't remember this game. Might just take a second to load. Oh, yes, of course. This is the game I'm losing, because why would they show any other game? And daily games, obviously, you're not allowed to use the stuff. The chat's still open. The info's up. Notes are up, because you can make notes and forget. Opening Explorer is up, but it's now, out of book and stuff. So we can exit this. I can analyze. You can go into an analysis. Basically, I've got nothing because they're removing my rook, and then they're going to promote. And I'm going to be down a rook, and it's bishop versus queen. So I'm going to resign. And basically, I just click the resign tab. It says, are you sure you want to resign? I click yes, and we lose. Milenko wins by resignation, and the game is now over. We can clear this alert, and then your messages, because it's social stuff. Chess.com will message you, clubs will message you, your friends might message you on the app. It's social. And that is chess.com in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed this video and this deep dive into the largest chess website in the world. Tell me what you think. Is it worth the money? That's basically it. Is chess.com worth the money? Let me know.